Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to our Move the Needle YouTube and podcast series. I'm Mathew Blades.
Steve Petz.
We're live today from Brooklyn V's out in Gilbert.
One of our favorite spots.
Yes, because we always leave with cheesecake. And he always leaves with pasta.
At least.
Yeah, right.
Maybe more.
We have a great show for you today, but first we want to say thank you to Brooklyn V's for being one of our hosts, one of our sponsors. Also say thank you so much to Tutor Doctor for all that they do for our podcast. And I just ask that y'all watch these next couple of ads, learn a little bit about these people that are helping us, and then make sure you support them.
Yeah, especially the Bella Set right down the street here.
Oh,
too.
yes. I didn't have them on my list, but you're right. Bella Set, one of our faves.
They're going to be seeing that one, too.
People always ask me about the lingerie fashion show.
That's it.
I said, yeah, it's online. Go watch it.
Yeah.
All right, when we come back, we're going to sit down with a Nick, a Megan, and we're going to start with the princess. We'll see you in a minute.
At Brooklyn V's, we bring the taste of Brooklyn right here to Arizona. Our family's been serving up real Italian food for generations, and every dish is made with love, just like Nonna used to make. From classic spaghetti and meatballs to layers of cheesy lasagna, stuffed shells, and the best New York-style pizza in town. Every bite is pure Italian comfort. And if you haven't tried our world-famous cheesecake, well, you're missing out. It's been rated one of the best in the area, and once you taste it, you'll know why. So come hungry, leave happy, and enjoy a little slice of Brooklyn right here in Arizona.
Hi, I'm Kim Selchin, owner of Tutor Doctor of Ahwatukee, Chandler, and Gilbert. We understand every student is unique, which is why we meet them where they feel most at ease, whether online, at home, or in a public space. Our academic coaching is designed to help even the brightest students overcome organizational challenges, sharpen study skills, and build confidence, empowering them to achieve their best. From kindergarten to adult, we believe every student can be successful. We also have expert SAT and ACT coaches to help teens with college admissions and scholarships. I'm excited to learn how we can partner with your family to help today's learners become tomorrow's successful adults.
Well, this is it, Steve. Episode 56 from Brooklyn V's here, and we're sitting down with a princess.
Another princess. Boy, we seem to get, working from the Miss America to princess, we're going kind of up in the world.
Yeah, I think we are. Princess Darko-Amoako is a psychiatrist. She's a doctor of nursing practice, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Does that even fit on a business card?
No, it's just lots.
Yeah. Is there an acronym for it?
Yes.
What is it?
PMHNP.
Okay.
Dash
BC.
Yeah.
What is that? I caught
Before
that.
Christ or after Christ? That's funny. The DNP is the Doctor of Nursing Practice. Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
Well, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
I love the lane you live in. I am such a supporter of mental health and consider myself an advocate in the mental health world. And so somebody like you, it's fun for me to sit down with. You have a practice that's called Iyali Mental Wellness.
You got it.
And I think the first question that I have is, Iyali, does it stand for something? Does it mean something?
First, we should spell it for our audience because it is, spell it and then
You're right. Iyali, right?
Yeah.
It's not just some funny word I came up with. So in West Africa, there's a language called Hausa.
Say it again.
Hausa,
okay.
Hausa.
Okay.
It can be found in countries like Nigeria, Mali, Ghana, and the word simply means kinfolk. It's for family, but not just blood family, community. So it's like family mental wellness. That's kind of the point of the word.
Is that your origin, or is it just something that you've tapped into over the years that you've come to learn it?
Good question. I am from Ghana.
Okay.
But Hausa actually is not my language.
Okay.
We have various tribes in Ghana. I'm a Khan, so that's where the last name Darko-Amoako comes from.
Okay, I love it. I mean, it's a beautiful name. When your mom and dad decided to call you princess, was that intentional?
It was. Do you want to know the reason? It's so corny.
Yeah,
No,
I love it.
let's hear.
Okay, so my brother is actually Prince. Yes, I know. His name is Prince. And Jesus was the Prince of Peace. So my parents, hoping that we would grow to be good kids, fingers crossed, I'm still alive. He is Prince of Peace, and I'm Princess of Peace.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Does that come with some natural pressure along your journey as you're like an adult now, and you're especially in that mental wellness space? You can look back.
I'd say you got to be peaceful. I mean, you got to.
That's what I mean. But is there pressure for that?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it just naturally comes with my personality.
Amazing.
I'm fun, I'm spunky, but I also want everybody to feel welcomed.
Are you a
So-
Libra?
No, what is my sign? I'm a Sag.
Oh, okay. All right. What are you, Steve? Do you know?
Libra. We're
Libra.
day apart.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Because Libras want peace, and we want people to get along too.
balance,
It's really
yeah, that
important
kind
to
of
us
thing.
the balance. You're right.
But you
Right.
guys are also known to be leaders, right?
Yeah, that's what they
Yes.
say.
All right.
Yeah,
See, we'll see. Why did you start this practice?
That is interesting. So it kind of goes back to why I went into mental health to begin with.
Okay.
Okay. So on a personal matter, I have several family members who experience different mental health disorders. It can range from something as simple as what your average person is going through. That's going to be anxiety, depression, but then also things that are a little bit more severe if we put things on a spectrum, like schizophrenia.
Okay.
So I have different family members who experience all that. And like I told you, my family came from another country. And it can be a little difficult to navigate the mental health arena when you're not from this country. So watching my parents kind of struggle, getting my brother care, and seeing how they had to learn the system, learn the lingo, learn the medications, learn the resources. It was actually kind of difficult. And then I kind of thought it was just them because, like I said, they're immigrants. But then I have friends who are born and raised here from generations who struggle with the same thing. Where do we start? What resources are out there? Cost. And then I realized, okay, this is a issue all across the board.
Yeah.
So then that's when I went into it. I started off in neuro as a bedside nurse, and then neuro took me to psych, and then it just keeps going from there.
How cool is that?
Yeah. I mean, we've had other guests on. Speaking of Mathew, we know that, a lot of times it's like the secret that people, it's like swept under the rug. And that's the biggest part of it in families and communities. It's not talked about. Was it the same with in your family?
Surprisingly, yes and no. I think my parents didn't have a choice but to speak about it because they're trying to figure out the system. Who do we go to? How
Okay.
do we get the help, right?
Okay.
But amongst other people in the community and maybe even in church groups and things like that, it kind of was hush hush.
Yeah, not talked about.
Definitely.
Well, I can imagine, if you're coming across the water, right? You're coming across the pond, as they say, and maybe it's not because of the best circumstances. Like, I think there, yes, some people come over here and it's a very gentle, welcoming experience, but some people are trying to escape persecution or abuse or genocide or whatever the thing is that is happening. And so that in itself, you've got this super traumatic experience and you're coming over in chaos almost. And there isn't a lot of time to sit down and talk about our feelings. Like, we got to figure the next thing out today because tomorrow won't work if I don't. But eventually, like I always say to people, that works till it doesn't, right? And eventually you run out of a runway. It's like a plane going down, and it's like eventually that runway ends, and you're going to have to figure something else out. So for you personally, did you ever start to lose runway, or have you been one of these people lucky enough to know better to like reach out and ask for help and seek your own little community along the way?
Definitely don't let the runway end.
Yeah.
Never let it end. When you're on the tracks and you see what's going on, right? Ask for help, and it doesn't have to be someone you know. Sometimes a stranger is going to be the one person that's going to be able to help you out. So no.
No.
I
Yeah.
always ask for help. I always encourage people to ask for help because there's resources out there that you don't know about till somebody tells you about them.
Yeah. It's tough though, because sometimes like you don't even know what you need help with, right?
Yeah.
And so what would you recommend as a good starting point for somebody? Like what? Ring up a therapist? I mean, where are good places to start?
There's multiple. And I think in this day and age, we have social media.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just type in a hashtag and you get a lot of information. We have Google. We have AI these days. Additionally, talk to somebody you're comfortable with. If you feel like talking to them might actually set you off the edge, maybe hold off on that, right? But if there's somebody out there that seems welcoming or they have insight that you're hoping to gain, talk to them. Various resources for various people. But where to start? Therapy is a great place to start. I keep bringing up strangers for a reason. because you would be surprised how that random gentleman in the Walgreens, checkout line might have some information for you that changes the trajectory of your mental health.
Right.
So really sometimes you just got to be vulnerable and talk to somebody about it.
And you got to do this thing.
Yeah.
Open up your eyes,
Yeah.
right? Because some people are right, like maybe God's put you they're right in front of you. And now it's your job just to like, hey there,
Hey,
can you see me?
help me.
Yeah, I need a little something.
I love that sometimes you're on an airplane and you're forced to talk to people next to you. And there's been amazing, I've had over the years, amazing, like a lot of people, amazing plane conversations because of that fact. You're trapped with them.
Are you
for
a
few hours.
talker or are you like headphones on, leave me alone?
I'm a talker.
Yeah.
No headphones.
No headphones.
No headphones. I'm like, they're actually funny. Sidebar.
That tracks.
Sidebar. There was a Larry David episode that reminded me his partner is kind of like me. I just kind of sit there and relax. Like you don't do anything. I'm like, no, you don't read a book. Nope. Nothing. No headphones. Nope. I just kind of sit there and relax. So the person next to me starts to chat it up. But it's actually a beautiful time to connect with somebody in that. I've always, like, a lot of times I've walked off that plane and been like, I can't believe me and the person actually shared that with each other. But
For sure.
it is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and then there's a part of like, oh, I'll never see them again.
Right.
Yeah.
And that works, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, like I can tell this guy everything because I'm not going to see him anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just something-
Your practice is centered around community.
Yes.
This is a world that is it's interesting. As connected as we are, we're becoming more and more isolated. And I know you see this day in and day out.
Absolutely.
Talk to us a little bit about isolation. I mean, how does somebody even recognize that they're isolated?
Yeah. Isolation is a lot more detrimental than people realize. I think we're in a day and age, and I'm not sure which generation uses terms like this, but it's like, I just want to keep to myself, or, I have a carefree mentality where it's just all about me, but there's nothing wrong with that. You kind of got to put yourself first in many situations.
Sure.
But also, no man is an island. Meaning you can't survive in silos. We have to have some sort of community, somebody you can talk to or at least hear from. I recall, I don't have the date, so I apologize, but I recall before 2020, there was an article that came out. It was a scholarly article about a COVID outbreak in some Asian country.
Okay.
This was before COVID-19. And just for context, COVID means coronavirus disease. So this was a different strain than the recent pandemic we all had.
Got it.
So there was a previous outbreak in a specific country. And after the fact, they did a few mental health screenings and they realized the biggest outcome, aside from the physical medical things, was what impacted everybody from isolating, And I think we also saw that with this recent pandemic and how we try to interact with people, maybe on social media and things like that, but it's not necessarily the same as I'm in your face.
Well, I'm gonna back up on that. For our family, it was actually, I'm gonna say, a perfect storm in a bad way for my daughter. She was going from 8th grade to freshman year.
Yeah.
So it was, and she was super social. She was on the dance team. So a lot of the people who were into that, really, it was that extremeness that I saw. Yeah, that was a really tough time for her. I mean,
Well, remember when we had Todd Hurst on, Dr. Todd Hurst
Yeah.
from HealthSpan MD, and he said the number one predictor in longevity is social connection.
yeah.
And so that's why I love the idea of what you're doing being all about community, because, look, when you're going through the crap, when your life doesn't make sense and what's hitting the fan 24/7, a lot of us, and this is, I'll just speak for myself. When I was going through my own mental health journey, I didn't want to be around people because I didn't want to bring them down. I didn't want to there was nothing they could do for me, or at least that's how it felt to me. And so I understand why people want to isolate. But how do we get them to unisolate, right? Like, what's the first step that you recommend to people, Princess?
Well, can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
It's almost the same question you asked me, but I'm going to modify it. If you think of a time in your life where you were going through something, okay? Maybe the lowest point of your life.
Okay.
What is something someone did or said that impacted you either negatively or positively?
Okay.
I'm asking this because I want people to remember what you do and say to somebody at their lowest point will either or could potentially make or break them, right? So what are some things that someone did or said that made a difference at that time in your life?
For me, I'll point to, let's say, the people. I was having a tough time, let's say, almost
like post-divorce, right?
Post-divorce, and even like before, let's say post-divorce. Maybe hearing the joy in music, struggling like that. Like I didn't almost don't want to turn on music because I don't know, the joy in music was a little bit lost for me in that. And that's I'm not like pointing to what somebody said, but that was a kind of a reaction. But I guess maybe what somebody said was, what a lot of people see on social media when you're looking around and you're seeing all these wonderful things going on and people are sharing, like, not even asking. I'll point one out. Like I'm actually, there is one time, somebody was just really telling me about themselves and their family and their children and just on how many the great things going on, and actually never even turned around to even say how are things going on in your world, just kind of like moved on to the next conversation. So again, not that I would have wanted that to share, but again, I remember that conversation saying like, gosh, I really didn't need to hear like, how great things were going, or at least maybe of a lack of concern, but it's, I don't know, you shouldn't look internally like in that situation. Again, like I'm maybe looking at that.
I promise
that
there's an answer in here somewhere.
Yeah, there's an answer. I'm looking at that gentleman too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to dig into that because maybe I'm being a little too harsh and like, hey, listen, no, people don't know what you're going through. So when somebody's like telling you like how great things are and that, it just maybe.
So that made it worse for you?
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
I think it made it worse.
I understand completely.
Yeah.
What he's kind of explaining is that at his lowest point, he was around people, and we've been talking about being around people is important.
Right. Yeah.
But one, you have to be around the right people, and two, there has to be some sort of mutual understanding,
that's a
right?
good call.
How
good
are
extrapolation
you? Oh,
from
I'm
that.
good. How are you?
Yeah. I think it can be better. Yeah, just.
Give you a chance to unfold
share your
a
story.
little bit.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It was a long story short, long story long, I should say, that I never got to that it was a situation where I was actually genuinely, and I am genuinely concerned about other people, but a lot of times people just don't reciprocate, and that's okay. I mean, you can't expect everybody to, act or react the way you want them to. But I would say there were way more for that one negative. I wanted to point it out to back you up. There are those feelings, but I probably had 10 people trying to lift me up, from friends, the family, people just checking in
That's
on me
wonderful.
and stuff like that. So, but being connected is so important, but whether it's that or anything, really, I think that's, we're finding that out more and more. I mean, every single day that goes by, the people that are isolated, whether they're old or young, that's the newer generation. The shocking is the younger kids are feeling lonely, which that probably never was, right, in past generations.
Yeah, I agree.
I think social media is making people feel where you think it's more connected, it's making them feel less connected.
Sure.
So, and they're the generations doing it. So I think we got a lot to figure out. I think let's say this next decade, give us some time.
Yeah.
But I think we will figure it out. We got people like Princess.
I'm feeling
on
hopeful.
the call, right?
Yeah, no, I feel hopeful too. I mean, the conversation's brewing.
Yeah.
I want to answer your question because I want to hear what you have to say about that. For me, when I was at the lowest, there was a sequence of words, and I built my new business around this whole idea that every one of us is a sequence of words away from everything making sense. You've been told something at some point in your life and it's turned the light on for you. You've had somebody say something to you and it's been like, oh my gosh, that just makes so much sense right now. And for me, I had somebody look at me and they said, you are not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. We just need you to get into your purpose a little bit more. And for some reason, that sequence of words changed everything for me because number one, people that are at their lowest point all feel broken. That's a universal truth. They feel like something's wrong with them. And if I were to have any message for anybody on planet Earth, and maybe you back me up on this, it's like, what if there's nothing wrong? Like, what if absolutely nothing is wrong and you're at the exact point you should be at your life because you're getting ready to battle something that's going to turn you into the person that you are next? Give me your thoughts on some of those things.
I agree wholeheartedly. Sometimes there isn't something wrong with you, and you just need somebody to tell you that.
Right.
I think that's where I step in. I do a full-blown psychological eval on you, right? It can be a little time-consuming, okay?
Good.
But
It shouldn't be a 15-minute visit.
exactly, but it's pertinent because I don't want to use the word holistic because I think we've watered down that word at this point. But it is holistic in the sense that I want to know you as a whole.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's best for you might not be best for the next person. So I got to understand you and factors that might be contributing to how you feel. Something might not be wrong with you. Maybe something's wrong with your environment. You know?
Say that again.
Maybe something's wrong with the other person. Imagine that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Which, you know what?
That's so good.
Which is there?
How do people, what's the best front door for you? Where do you want our audience to connect with you? Is it social media? Is it your website? Like, because people are going to watch you. I mean, I'm listening to you and I'm already thinking about somebody very important in my life that I want to send your way, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure other people are thinking the same thing. They're like, you know what? Uncle Joey needs to meet her. What's the best way for people to find you?
So my website, it is iyalimentalwellness.com. And you can also email me. One of the coolest things or feature that comes with my site is that you can text us. So sometimes people find it a little awkward to give people a call, especially on this topic. You can text us and somebody will respond to you, get you set up with a visit.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is we accept all commercial insurances. I am hoping to kind of get a lot more Medicaid plans. So in the state of Arizona, that's going to be Access and things like Mercy Care.
Okay.
I'm really, really hoping to get contracted with them because that's another population of people who are just like you and I who need resources, but there aren't as many providers who accept that insurance, which is a bummer because I told you one of the reasons I went into this is because I want people to get resources. So fingers crossed, soon I'll be with them. But in the meantime, just contact me via my website.
Okay. We'll link to that in the show notes. Who is your ideal client? Do you have somebody that you really love to see walk through the front door? And I know you love everybody, but is there a certain caseload that you're like, I enjoy talking about this?
I do love everybody, so that is difficult. Maybe teens. I like their resilience. I see a turnaround in them a lot faster than some people who have gone through turmoil for a lot longer. Sometimes a little bit more difficult to help them through what they're going through.
More to unravel.
I think that's it.
Okay.
I that's a difficult one. I love everybody.
I'm going to give her, we're not going to let her go. I'm going to give you another.
Okay, one more
Okay.
question.
Okay.
You gotta wrap.
Okay, so if you could leave every person listening with one sentence to carry through their hardest days, what would it be?
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah. Don't do that. I'm kidding.
Suck it up.
No, absolutely not.
right.
All those things.
So let's role play. I had one of the toughest days of my life. What are you going to tell me?
Well, not what he said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I was
rub,
just
don't really
joking.
rub dirt.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because everybody's different.
And it
Okay.
depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Go for it. I had a really tough day. What are
You
gonna
had
do?
a really tough day. Well, tomorrow's hopefully there, right? So let's think about this one. That's a really difficult one. I really do see everyone as an individual. I know you don't, it's just a saying, but I do. So in your case, I would say, reach out to me at any time.
Okay.
I tell all my patients that at the end of each visit, you can always message me, all right? In between visits, reach out to me. If you're going through something, maybe a panic attack, you need somebody to talk you through it, you not additional resources and coping tools, just reach out to me.
Spoken to by amazing professional. And your hardest days? Call the princess.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. I mean, there you go.
Well, it's about reaching out. Using
Reaching
your
out.
community.
Yeah, reaching out to somebody, but why not reach out to Princess? You know how to,
I'm totally
Let's
the
do
biggest fan. There's something about you. You've got a great energy.
Great
that is
persona.
just unbelievable. Princess Darko-Amoako. Yes.
Yes.
So Iyali Mental Wellness. We'll link to it in our show notes. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love the
Thank you,
light that you
guys.
are for people, and look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate talking about this topic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
too. Me too.
Thank you.
All right, we've got a big chef coming on. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I don't know if he's big or little or tall or short, but his name is Nick. He'll be on the show in just a couple of minutes. But next, we're going to find out what WhizAngel is. Hang on.
At Brooklyn V's, we bring the taste of Brooklyn right here to Arizona. Our family's been serving up real Italian food for generations, and every dish is made with love, just like Nonna used to make. From classic spaghetti and meatballs to layers of cheesy lasagna, stuffed shells, and the best New York-style pizza in town, every bite is pure Italian comfort. And if you haven't tried our world-famous cheesecake, well, you're missing out. It's been rated one of the best in the area, and once you taste it, you'll know why. So come hungry, leave happy, and enjoy a little slice of Brooklyn right here in Arizona.
Hi, I'm Kim Selchin, owner of Tutor Doctor of Ahwatukee, Chandler, and Gilbert. We understand every student is unique, which is why we meet them where they feel most at ease, whether online, at home, or in a public space. Our academic coaching is designed to help even the brightest students overcome organizational challenges, sharpen study skills, and build confidence, empowering them to achieve their best. From kindergarten to adult, we believe every student can be successful. We also have expert SAT and ACT coaches to help teens with college admissions and scholarships. I'm excited to learn how we can partner with your family to help today's learners become tomorrow's successful adults.
Well, welcome back for segment number 2 of our Move the Needle podcast. We're live at Brooklyn V's today. We want to say thanks to Tutor Doctor, of course, Brooklyn V's, and Bella Set, which is right down the street, as a matter of fact, for being a sponsor of our program.
Yes.
You ready for the WhizAngel?
Ready for the WhizAngel.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is Matt Kubo.
What is the WhizAngel?
Yeah, let's let that be our first question. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me today. I'm so honored to be here.
What is WhizAngel? Yeah, let's start there.
So WhizAngel is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So we support the youth entrepreneurs aged between 10 and 21.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a little bit different and unique program. So we support youth entrepreneurs like step by step from planning, product creation to marketing and launch. So we build the business together with the youth entrepreneurs.
This is fascinating to me because I don't even think WhizAngel exists 20 years ago. But now with the advent of the internet and social media,
Yes.
there have to be millions of young entrepreneurs out there.
Yes.
You feel
they
this
are-
way?
Yes.
Yeah. And
So
you're ready to work with all of them.
Yes, but we focus on mainly like kids from challenging environment,
Okay.
or like kids create products that solve others' problems.
For example.
For example, we are working on this girl we've been communicating, and she creates mug cup.
She creates what?
Mug cup, like
Okay,
a
got
coffee
it. Yeah,
cup,
yeah.
doesn't spill coffee. So her grandfather is a Parkinson patient.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
she is good
that's-
at math. So she calculated all the angles, and then she's good at math. So she created that cups doesn't spill the coffee. So it's like,
It's so cool. Meg shared this with me. So actually, my brother's father-in-law has Parkinson's. So literally, I saw him that day. I'm like, I told him about that story, and he backed up. He goes, "Yeah, he has problems holding his coffee cup.
Sure.
It's a common problem. I guess he was trying to explain the handles that most of them have. It doesn't really work for a lot of them.
Right.
So I thought it was ingenious. She shared with me like. And she said, no matter how they hold it, it works. I'm like,
I know.
that's a great Christmas
Have we
gift.
seen it in action yet?
No, she's selling it,
Okay.
but she is taking a break right now. So yes, but I want to push her. Like, you gotta bring that, products
Right.
in worldwide. I mean,
I will tell you, the entrepreneur space is really Steve's. I mean, segment number 1, I'm all into the mental health and mental wellness stuff, the business side of thing. This is really where this guy shines. And
Well-
what's cool is that they're working with kids to get this off the ground. I love that. What do you
Yeah,
wanna say?
I love it again because that's where really a lot of these ideas or entrepreneurs are birthed. We're created as a kid. Everyone always asks me. I was always like, truthfully, I was that a MacGyver kid, and so a lot of my friends are not shocked when I decided to try to create my own widget, and widgets and shows, or whatever I've done in the past, because I was always trying to do it. I've always see like a hole in the game.
Right.
And try to do it better. So it's intriguing, but I would say, Mathew, you're an entrepreneur yourself.
Trying.
Working.
I suck at the business.
No, I wouldn't say that. You're a little harsh on yourself, to be honest. bottom line is he's got great ideas and really ideas. And not only does he have ideas, he acts on his ideas. So really that's the making of an amazing entrepreneur. Somebody who thinks of great things and actually does them. You know, one without the other doesn't really jive, you know. So, anyways.
I'm learning to be gentler on myself.
Yeah. No.
I am learning to be gentler with myself.
Yeah.
I want to know okay, so you said 10 to 21.
Yes.
How many 10-year-olds show up and they're like, you know,
Well,
Meg, I'm ready to rock this new product out. or I got
Yes.
this
So
idea."
one of the youth entrepreneurs is like she just turned 12.
Okay.
And she designed the beautiful Dubai chocolate. She's a chocolatier. She creates tons of flavors, but she lives with a rare chronic condition. But she's full of life and joy, you know. So she puts all her energy into creating chocolates, and with her mom's support. So her journey is a great example that nothing like stops. Like no limits for the possibility. Like anyone can create the products and then they can make their dreams come true.
Do you know what I'm thinking about, Steve? I
that?
want to introduce this entrepreneur to the chocolatier that we had on the show
Oh,
in
yeah.
Scottsdale.
Beaten Be Naked Chocolate.
Yes.
I watched it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So she's
yeah,
on it.
I mean, like, you know, like
That's a good connection.
That's the way my brain thinks. I'm like,
Right.
oh, you said this, you need to meet this person, or
Yeah.
oh, you need to meet this person. How much of
That's a good brain.
entrepreneurship is the connection with new people?
Well, new people. So what do you mean by the new people?
Yeah, I mean, like, you got to get out there and you have to meet you. Like, you got to get outside your
Right.
circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, how we cultivate the new entrepreneurs.
How do you coach
Yes.
people to do that?
Right. So we do have the step-by-step, of course, the planning to marketing. So I am from the e-commerce background. So
Oh,
I
really?
know, yes. So I know how to create the business, and I know how to create the products and marketing, and then all about logistics and compliance. So everything. It's like I was wearing multiple hats.
I'm gonna write down a note. Reach out to Meg.
Meg is the executive. She really, she's very. I mean, she's hands-on. That's why we spent some time when I was learning about it. She works directly with, and for the audience out there, actively looking for kids right now
Right.
to get involved. So you say, who the 10-year-olds? Bring them on. 15-year-olds,
Yes.
bring them
What
on.
about the big kids?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's like, no, we're not
We
for
leave
you.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give the idea to your son, and then.
Oh,
oh
yeah.
yes,
okay.
yes,
All right.
yeah. We
Going that way.
always seek for the.
How do you get your
innovative.
funding? How do you support yourself and your mission, right? Everybody's got to eat.
Yes, so that's a great question. So yes, we do need a lot of sponsors, like corporates and small business owners, and for example, restaurants. So we get funded, or we sometimes do local events and fundraising events.
okay.
But the most important thing is, like, I want everybody to understand that it's not all about funding. That I want them to realize that their support actually gives the youth entrepreneurs courage and confidence. That imagine, like, they realize there is someone out there, they believe in their ideas and then products, and then it's worth supporting. That actually gives them huge courage, for them to build, the business and inspiration.
Hope, inspiration, all those
Yes.
things.
So it's all about, paying it forward.
Yeah, right. How many people are in your program that went through your program?
Right now, it's 5.
Ah.
It's a 5. We just launched this
Oh.
year.
It's brand new.
This year, yeah.
Yes, we've been working for this project 2 years, and then finally we got the 501c3 status.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was so important for Meg to come on right now, because
Yes.
though it's newer, it is going and they're actively looking. They're saying, like,
Great idea.
bring them on, bring
Yes.
the entrepreneurs on.
That-
I have a question for you,
Yes,
Meg.
yes.
This is about paying it forward, helping out. What's one moment in your life when somebody believed in you, like that you believe in somebody else, that completely changed your path?
Whoa, that's a good question. So let me rephrase that question. So what makes that?
What's a moment in your life, that when somebody believed in you?
Okay, so that was actually the moment, my personal light bulb moment, is like I watched the YouTube, who was Jeff Hoffman. He's an entrepreneur,
Okay.
very inspired entrepreneur. And then, yes, he's a co-founder of multi-billion-dollar companies. And then he was on the stage and talking about entrepreneurship. And then he said, well, entrepreneurship is not about money. It's about solving others' problems.
Correct.
And then it's leaving legacy. And that actually struck me. And then I was in a, comfortable 9-to-5 job, and then with a decent salary. And then, I didn't want to take a risk. So, but I realized it, okay, I have to create something meaningful. And then with my skills and experiences I built up over the years, and then I use these skills for someone else. And then that moment, so how I led to your answer is I wanted to say thank you to Jeff Hoffman.
Jeff Hoffman.
Just to tell me about him. Who is he?
Yes,
I know he's
so-
co-founder of which multi-billion-dollar company?
Yes, so he's a co-founder of Priceline. Right now it's Booking.com.
Oh, Booking.com.
Yes, and then he invented the checking machine, like a kiosk machine at the
okay.
airport. And then it's all over the world right now.
Sounds like he's big time.
He is a multi-billionaire. So,
He's made a few
Multi-billions.
Yes, so I-
he's
yes.
your inspiration. So
yes, so I contacted him. Well, I sent him an email and then just wanted to say thank you, because without his inspiration, I'm not here. So I wanted to say thank you. And then, of course, I didn't expect his response, but he responded to me.
Really?
Yes, and then not only responded, he became my mentor. So we get on the call like once, 2, 3 months. So, and then I can't even afford his single penny.
Right.
Single minute,
Did he just gift it to you?
Yes, he just
Helped out.
helped me
He
and
checks
give me
in on her. I
advice.
couldn't believe when she was telling me this story. Like, he's still checking in on her, following her success with WhizAngel. It's amazing. But again, for the audience and for anybody out there, that is your story is inspirational right there. The persistence and really the flat out
Right.
guts to go for it. A lot of people won't press send on that email. They'll want to send him the email, but they won't. And the fact that you again, like you took action. We were talking about that entrepreneurs
Right.
take action. So
Right.
that's really cool. What a great story. And yeah, having a billionaire friend can't hurt things when you're starting a program, right?
Yes. Well,
sure.
he said, well, Meg, you took action. That's what he said. Yeah, you took it. Most important thing is taking action. Just keep running.
There's a subtle part of your story, though, that I think is worth mentioning, which is all I did was reach out and say thank you. You didn't reach out with this expectation that he would hit you back.
No.
You didn't reach out with this expectation that he would answer your questions. You didn't reach out with this expectation that he was going to invest in your business.
Yeah.
You simply wanted to say thank you.
Just wanted to say thing because without his, ideas,
Right.
and then I wouldn't be here. So
Yeah, but so many people miss that point. They reach
Right.
out with the expectation that they're going to get hit
Right.
back. I'm guilty of that sometimes. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to reach out to this guy and just say thanks. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, and he better reach back out to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to say something really nice about this guy.
Right.
You should reach back out to me.
Right.
But your point is really well taken. That
thank you.
it's not always about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
right. Thank you.
What do you need assistance with right now? What is the problem that you are trying to solve for your own self right now? Because you have access to our community right now, which is 7,000 people strong
Plus.
and 100,000 people,
Yes.
checking out the stuff. So how could somebody in our audience help you out?
Yeah, so this is exactly what we needed because just launched, we need recognition, and then we need to build trust. So we are not like well, of course we do fundraising, but it's not all about donation right now. We want to make sure that WhizAngel's mission and then what our mission is, and then how we support kids, and then why we are different from all the other organizations. And then, so the mission is not only building businesses, it's about creating a ripple effect. So the one business create jobs, and then they uplift other students, and then supporting, families and, supporting, giving back to the community.
Okay.
So we are creating ripple effects, not only businesses. So we want to spread our missions. It's like what we are. And then, so that is the most important thing right now. And we have to focus on that.
I want
is
to
a
get in the
problem.
weeds with both of you for a second. Okay, now you're going to go first on this, Mac. So you're working with a teen entrepreneur.
Right.
And they're coming up with this thing. What is your framework to help them understand if indeed their product does solve a problem for somebody?
So what do you mean?
Do you have like a series of questions that you ask them? Like, what is the process so that somebody can make sure that they actually have a good product?
Also, when they come in and then apply that.
Yeah, because I'm sure people have come in and then been like, I have this idea for a business or a product, and
Right,
you're like,
right.
that's terrible.
Eh,
Right, or that won't work. Or
Right,
that doesn't
right,
solve a
right,
problem for
right,
anybody.
Right, but
some do. So how do you get them to figure out that it does solve that problem?
yeah, so we do have the long application process.
Okay.
And then we do have the video pitch, and then they need to explain why this product, and then what does product do. And then it has to have the story behind. It's always like story is very important. So it's not like, hey, I have this idea and then I'm sure it's going to make money. It's not like that.
Right.
I need to know the story behind of the product.
Sounds like it's a robust application. So
It is,
you're
yes.
you're getting the story, you're getting the product. So I think they're you're kind of you're sorting things out in that process,
Yes.
and there's a few that are going to stand out, like like the mug. I want to know some of the other one. I actually really wanted to know like one of a jaw-dropping invention, but that's jaw-dropping to me. That's
Right.
Yeah, and I'm sure that are there any more any in the works, ones that you know of, not here, that maybe can inspire others?
I know.
Can you share another story about one of the kids?
Yes,
The kids?
so the chocolatier, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah. What about somebody else like international that you're?
oh yeah, so we are focusing on right now is Arizona students
Good.
right now. Yeah.
Dominate your backyard.
Yes.
It's a
so
really powerful book I read.
supporting the
Yeah.
communities first. So that it's like helping communities, and then Layla as well, like a 12-year chocolatier. She's from Fieri, and then the other two boys are also from Phoenix. So they're all based in Arizona, and then we are scaling like nationwide, and then eventually international, hopefully. But right now we are focusing on it.
Who are the mentors that come in and work with these kids? Is it just you, or is there a few other people that help these kids out?
Yes, we do have the board of members. So each board member has a unique role. So, for example, someone from the lawyer is a partner of law firm, for instance. So she is teaching them compliance side. So when you build a business, form a LLC, how it works, so they educate them. So another person is from New York State University professor. He teaches entrepreneurship. So he mentors a youth entrepreneur as well. So
it.
each board member has a unique role. So they are also
I
mentors.
wish I was 21, Steve.
Yeah, you got.
You can still do it. I'm
Yeah,
close to 50.
We'll work together. I'm a big kid.
I just
I'm like, I want to go through a program.
Your
so
partner
bad.
can help you out too. Give me a call.
Yeah.
You got something? You got a sandbag? And between me and Meg, we got you covered.
Just my life. I just have to figure out my life, man.
I stand
Entrepreneur.
from like when I'm close to 50, so we can do it.
Okay, all right, yeah, no, that's exactly how I do it. All right, you gotta get a softball in here before we go.
Okay, so okay, you could pick 2 or 3 of the world's greatest innovators to sit down with you right
Okay,
now. Who are
okay.
you inviting to dinner to talk about
Who's
that?
coming to the innovation lunch?
She's a corporate person, so she knows some people.
No, but yes, definitely, I want to meet Jeff Hoffman
Okay.
in person.
Yeah.
Mr.
Okay.
Hoffman, one.
Okay.
Elon Musk.
Oh, Elon
take 2.
Musk. Okay.
Yes, because I want to know what is in his mind.
I just saw a clip today and somebody asked him, they said, what's the hardest part about being Elon Musk? And he said, everything going on in my brain.
That brain has got to be like.
He's like, you wouldn't want to be in here.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Because it just thinks differently.
Yes.
Okay, so Elon, Jeff,
Jeff.
and
Anybody else?
And yes, founder of Whole Foods.
Oh,
He's from Texas? I know they were from Austin.
I think he's from Texas.
I know
Yes.
the first ones were in Texas.
Yes.
I know that.
Yes, I'm actually reading his book right now, and then it's just the beginning, but he's so inspirational.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Inspiring.
Well, look, maybe this clip will go somewhere and those people will see
3
it.
people sitting down with Meg. I mean, they're looking for young entrepreneurs. I mean, maybe you need to do what you did before. Send out the invites
Yeah.
and see who shows up.
Yeah,
Right.
That's right.
You're right.
Well, listen, thank you so much
Oh,
for coming on our
thank you.
podcast.
Thank you so much.
You're a
Thank
week
you.
early because next week on the show we've got Jeff Hoffman, Elon Musk, the guy who found the whole fit. So
I gotta come back. I know where you are.
you'll have to come back.
Dial in, everybody.
And check out WhizAngel. You can find him online. We'll link to him in our show notes. Meg, great to meet you.
Oh, great to meet you too.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you so
yeah,
much.
Thanks. All right, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to talk all things food with the chef. Hang on. Hi there, my name is Mathew Blades.
And I'm Steve Petz. And together we host the YouTube and podcast series, Move the Needle.
And we're reaching out to you because we're looking for incredible guests in our community who are doing just that, moving the needle. So who are you thinking?
Restaurant owners, business owners,
Yes.
Educators, coaches.
Professional baseball, football, basketball, whatever, former athletes, nonprofit leaders, speakers, authors. If you're moving the needle in our community, we'd love to feature you on our podcast.
Really, if you're a person of impact, positive impact, trying to transform
You don't want
people's
anybody
life-
with negative impact?
No negative
Okay,
impact.
that
No
seems fair.
negativity. That's the only criteria. How about that?
All right, if you're interested in being a guest on our Move the Needle YouTube and podcast series, hit the link below, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you.
Well, this is it, segment number 3 of our Move the Needle podcast. We're sitting down with a chef now.
And how fitting it is, because we're almost wrapped up. I'm getting ready for dinner. That's what I do here every time Brooklyn V's.
Okay.
After the show, grab
Now,
a bite.
is it Nick Farrar?
Far away.
Just far away. Nick
it.
far
Far.
away.
Yep.
He's a man of many different talents. He serves as a consultant. He's helped some people launch their restaurants and their menus. You run this little thing called the Great American Seafood Cook-Off that I think we should spend a little bit of time talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
You got sauces.
Yeah,
got
own
hot
my own
sauce.
hot sauce company, right?
So
Yep.
where does it all start for Nick? Where does this chef gene get
Or do we
formed?
start for what I read? It starts at baseball. He goes from
Yeah.
baseball to boardrooms to
Yeah.
chef. This
Really?
guy-
Yeah.
Yes.
And by the way, like, I'm an at-home chef. I'm not a trained chef. I just been cooking for 30 years. I started cooking in a restaurant
That's
30
sweet.
years ago. I'm a sales vice president in the Fortune 500 right now for 19 years.
So that's what makes this
Yeah,
amazing.
so-
I really
yeah.
like him. He's winning all these awards. He's wins on the show, and he's
Well, yeah, because that's
Yes.
what I read. I'm like,
Yeah.
this guy's been on Food Network's Guy Grocery 3 times. He's won twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 times, but who's counting?
four.
Nick is.
Yeah.
See
Nick
if they
is,
updated
yeah.
it. They need internet needs to update.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
owns his own brand of sauces,
sauces.
called Southside Sauces.
And he was a professional baseball player.
That's
yeah.
right.
Wait, when
Professional baseball player.
when does that us?
The Valley Vipers in the year 2000.
Really?
One season in the Western Baseball League in Scottsdale, Arizona at Scottsdale Stadium.
Okay.
There was a minor league independent team, and I played on that team for
What,
1 year.
what position?
Pitch, left-handed pitcher.
You are.
Yeah.
Was
I'm a
that
lefty
the
too.
Vipers?
The Valley Vipers.
Was that the one that what was the name that Michael Jordan played for when he was out
No,
here?
that was the Birmingham Barons. He played for the St. Paul Saints as well.
Oh, but didn't-
it's in that same vein. It's an independent league team.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
But it was in Scottsdale, so I had the ability. Like I was fortunate enough to play with like 5 former big leaguers because they were all rehabbing in Scottsdale. Got signed to that team, so I got to hang out with big leaguers.
Injury or drugs?
In-
you
for
said
me-
they were rehabbing.
Yeah,
in Scottsdale.
they were. I mean,
Injury or
probably.
drugs?
Well, by the way, back then, I mean, steroids were a thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know that you had to rehab from them, but I mean, it was definitely a thing.
Do you miss it?
I miss the competition of it,
Yes.
but I've taken the competition of baseball and I've put it into my personal life.
Okay.
So as you mentioned, I've been on Guys Grocery Games on Food Network 4 times, and I've won the show twice. That feeds my,
Yeah.
I want to compete, right? The Great American Seafood Cook-Off. I'm a participant in that in New Orleans. I have been for the last 4 years. That feeds like my soul of competition. So although I miss baseball, I think once you're an athlete, you just kind of figure out where to compete,
Yes.
right? And so I'm in sales. I have been for 25 years in corporate America. You compete every day for a sale. I compete with food competitions now. So anything that kind of like drives me to compete is where I want to be.
I want to ask him a question quick, okay? And I want you to think about this. Maybe you've done this before, but so you're in the sales world, right?
Yeah.
You just said this 20 years you've been doing this sales world. Using the analogy of baseball, how is selling a lot like facing a batter 90 feet away?
60 feet away. But
60 the bases are 90
Yeah,
feet.
90 feet is the bases.
Okay,
but
so-
60 feet, 6 inches. How are...
How is selling to somebody a lot like facing a batter?
I mean, it's going to be a little bit cutthroat, but I have to win that battle, right? Now, the way that I sell, though, is relationship selling. I'm not going to sell you something unless I think it's the right thing for your business. And so I don't necessarily have to win in that, right? But if I'm pitching something, my point of view and what I'm trying to convey in a pitch is ultimately like, I want to throw this ball there, and you're going to swing and miss, right? Or I'm trying to induce a ground ball. So I'm really trying to, from my point of view, I'm trying to steer the conversation, just like I'm trying to steer that pitch.
Probably one of those
said,
those
man.
really slow sliders, so he could bomb it over the fence and hit a home run, and then you got a connection, right?
Well, I mean, I don't want the guy to bomb it over the fence if I'm the pitcher.
No, but you're selling. It's a business sales point, so you want him to feel good. You don't want to strike him out.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Okay,
concept.
yeah. So if you, turn that on its head.
Yeah,
If the
that's what I'm
customer was the batter, I want to lay a softball in there.
That's what
right?
I was
Right.
saying.
Yeah, so,
Or a softball or a
okay.
slow hanging,
60
a slow,
miles an hour,
What do they
right
call
down
those?
the
A
middle.
slow hanging curves.
I'll buy it. But yeah, a batting practice fastball is the easiest. Yeah. And by the way, the reason why I didn't play baseball after that one summer is because I probably threw too many of those batting practice fastballs that got deposited.
Yeah.
And so I realized pretty quick, like, I thought I was good in college. I played for 4 years in college and, led the league in this.
Where'd
and
you
all
play?
Conference
Which
that.
one?
I played 2 years at Scottsdale Community College and
Yeah.
then 2 years at the University of New Orleans.
The Artichokes.
In Louisiana, the Artichokes. And then I went to the University of New Orleans in Louisiana. And, you think you're good. And then you get signed to an independent pro team with a bunch of, former big leaguers.
Oh, yeah.
And then you realize real quick, you ain't that good.
No.
So
No,
I
it's-
learned that quick.
There's
I
a
learned
reason
that
they're
quick.
the top 1%.
Yes, yes.
How fast, just and then we can put the baseball to bed, but how fast were those fastballs back in your heyday, brother?
Yeah, once I say this answer, you'll know why it was over for me. 88 was about as hard as it got.
Still so hard.
Yeah.
Like, I encourage everybody to go to the state fair, and they always have that ball machine where you
Yeah.
can throw a pitch, and even the fastest guys are only throwing in the 60s. Some are hitting the 70s.
Yeah, if that. But I always tell people this. I always say, when you see something on TV, it looks easy, right? A golfer hitting
sure,
a golf
sure,
ball. Yeah,
sure.
that's easy, whatever. What I say is, me right now at 48 years old, 30 pounds overweight, try to play catch with me. You can't even play catch with me.
Really?
Right? Yeah, you
Oh,
cannot.
no, you can't.
Yeah, you can't play catch with me. I can make the ball do things that you are not ready for. You'll break your nose, right?
Yeah.
And so try to play catch with a professional baseball player, even after past their prime like I am. If you didn't grow up playing baseball, you cannot play catch with a big leaguer. That's how hard it is.
Oh, my God, I want to try.
Come on, you've had to skate around with it. Haven't you been the coach with ex-hockey players and any of the charities getting a chance to do
Oh,
that?
for sure. I played with all the pros.
Because you see that when
Right.
they're skating, they're just
Yeah, the
they're
50
just
and they're
torn.
still moving like butter.
If they take a shot, you better get out of the way,
That's
right? I mean,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
what I'm saying?
You'll leave without a shin.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. That sets you up. You have to admit, like, having that sports background, whether you know it or not, sets you up really nicely, at least mentally, right? To persevere, overcome, not take things personally. Dig.
No offense to high school or college, but the number one predictor of success for me, my athletic background.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, how to be a teammate, how to how to manage different personalities, how to compete, how to win, how to lose, which I think a lot of kids don't know how to lose because you just take the kid from one club team to another club team to another club team. You got to learn how to lose in life just like you learn how to win.
There it is.
Been my number one predictor of success.
Yeah, I know. Recently, you launched a TikTok page. This seems like an interesting, sidebar for you. But the South Chicago chef is where you can find him on the TikTok. You've got a big following in a very short time. What are you doing on the page to grow followers?
Just being real. So I think as sports, it was a predictor of my success. Then once you get into corporate America or you get into these competitions, being authentic.
Yeah.
So my daughter said to me, and she's 20 years old now, but this was several years ago when I started my TikTok page. She's like, Dad, you're pretty funny when you cook and you're doing all this Food Network stuff now. You need a TikTok page and just show people what real life looks like, making dinner every day or going to a restaurant and what you're trying. And so I just try to be authentic. I don't write a script. I don't say, we're going to do this, and this. I just go. She'll film me, I'll cook it, and then you never know. On TikTok, one can go viral, and then next thing you know, I mean, I don't have a big following, but 26,000 followers for a corporate schlup, that's not too bad.
Not
right?
Pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Not too bad. So this
For a Viper.
Yeah, for a Valley Viper.
so I think I know the answer to this because you just talked about the athletics and what that's meant to you. But like when you're competing there, standing there in New Orleans with an hour on the clock, Do you hear the crowd, the judges, or is that silenced out when you're competing? Is it just the Chicago when you're saying like, just get this done?
Yeah,
is that
so
the athlete?
You're referencing the Great American Seafood Cook-Off
yes.
where you get an hour. That one is easy because I get to bring my brother-in-law and he's my sous chef.
Oh.
And we get to practice the recipe.
Oh, okay.
And we get to have the ingredients. The real question that you should be asking is when you go on the Food Network and there's a million more lights than what's in here and there's a million more audio, boom mics, and Guy Fieri, who's the biggest star in the history of food, is standing in front of you, guy that I idolize, and he says, you can't shop in aisle 5. You have to fry something. You have 30 minutes in a grocery store that you've never cooked in, cook on equipment that you've never cooked with utensils that you've never used before, pots and pans that you have no idea what they are. You have 30 minutes to cook, to shop, cook, plate, and present to 4 Michelin-type judges in this place that you've never been. Go.
Okay.
That's hard.
Okay.
That's hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, like the question, was it the athletics? Was it like the concentration? Was there any noise? Were you so focused?
Gas. It's
Gas.
like throwing gas on a fire. It's like when my heart starts going and I can feel myself getting into this mode when he says, you can't shop in aisle 5. You did it. And you get into this thing where I blocked out the cameras. I blocked out the boom mics.
I figured that.
I blocked everything out. And it was like, this is my mission that I have to do. Now, he will also come up from behind you, Guy, right, as the host of the show. Oh, you started that pasta really, too early. Are you sure you wanted to start that pasta? So he's always trying to
poking you a little bit.
He's poking you. And now I'm not a trained chef. I've been cooking for 30 years, right? But I'm not trained. And so
Self-taught.
I'm like, dude, you need to get out of here. Like I'm focused on what I'm doing, right? But that makes it fun too, right? And it's my heart, like, when you talk about your heart beating out of your chest and getting excited about something, I mean, the 4 times that I've been on there, I can't wait till they call me back to go back.
So you must have now a personal relationship with him. Is that? I mean,
I wouldn't say a personal. Relationship.
4 times. I mean, how many times you got to? I mean, before you got to go on there before it is a personal relationship.
I'll tell you a quick story. So you get to spend about 30 minutes with Guy before you film any of the episodes at his trailer. Just the contestants, no other producers, no one, and you just go sit. He's got some Adirondack chairs, a little fire pit. And you go sit. It's like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning before you start. And you get 30 minutes with him. I will say this, to your point. The 3rd and 4th time that I went, he came up and gave me the bro hug.
Oh, nice.
And, asked me how the backyard is doing because I kind of modeled my backyard against his backyard. I have this crazy, cooking setup in my backyard. And it was like, you get this giddy little feeling like, he knows me.
Well, then you're just being humble. You guys, they do have a personal relationship.
Yeah, I mean, he
sounds like he
know
likes
who
you.
I am.
Yeah, he
does know who I am.
Nah, so cool. When did the sauces come about, man?
So,
and here's a better question: Why? Why did the sauces come about?
So I grew up eating a sauce that's very similar to that in Chicago. That was only sold in our local carnicerias. So we have a few carnicerias that are in Chandler area.
What's that?
Like a ranch market. It's on Warner and Arizona Ray and Arizona Avenue. And they used to sell this type of sauce there. And we grew up on this sauce. When I came to Arizona, I couldn't find it anywhere, right? And so COVID rolls around, and I'm a traveling sales rep, right? And at that point, I was a vice president. So I was on the road almost every other week. And then COVID came. And then my wife said to me, you're driving me crazy. You need to do something, right? Because I'm just around now. Like, we should do this and we should do that. And so she said, you're driving me crazy. You got to figure out what to do. And I go, I'm going to make that sauce I grew up on. And I just went in my kitchen and I did it and I did it and I did it until I nailed the recipe.
This is nailed?
Yeah, this is nailed.
Okay.
This is 90. But what I did was I took the preservatives out of what I grew up on and made this all natural.
All fresh.
Okay.
Nice.
And so then once I nailed the recipe, then I said, all right, I got to find someone to make this. I got to find a graphic designer. I got to find this. And so then I got on the internet and I found someone to make it, and I found someone to make me a label, and I found someone to package it. And I did all of that during COVID. And this is the result. To this day, I've probably sold around 10,000 bottles.
Amazing.
Sweet.
Another entrepreneur. I didn't introduce him to Meg on the way out.
He doesn't need Meg anymore.
No, he doesn't need Meg, but he's an inspiration.
You need Jeff Hoffman.
Yeah, but he's an inspiration. This is just standing this. So our last guest, Meg, they have young entrepreneurs that have ideas like this,
Yeah.
and they support them.
Oh, yeah,
give them
you
the
could
whole
coach
support.
the kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the
Oh,
coach,
absolutely. Yeah, I
not
would
the
love to
coach
do
the
it.
kid.
I would love
Yeah,
to
we
do
got to
it.
connect
Yeah.
them.
So
They're
it says,
looking for
it
people
says
like you.
good
yeah.
for potato chips. Bring French fries.
Oh, yeah.
French fries from Bland
Wings,
to
I'm
South
sure
Side 'em,
wings,
pizza,
yeah.
fried chicken,
Yeah.
veggies.
Yeah.
And then I love the quote, I've literally tried this sauce on everything, ... Haven't found a single thing I wouldn't eat with it.
Yeah, that's it. And now I have a seasoning coming out called Slag Dust.
Let's go.
yeah,
I
and
love a
then-
good seasoning.
And then a green sriracha sauce called Chicago River Water.
This man,
Nice.
Yeah, so
this man has found his way to my heart.
yeah.
A quick question. We talk about your culinary journey. What's the crown? You've talked about a lot. What's the crown jewel moment? You've been on these shows.
Yeah.
You cook at home.
Yeah.
Tell me.
So this will be a little emotional, but I'm going to go there. It's not winning $20,000 on Food Network. It's not being on there 4 times. It's not going to New Orleans a bunch of times and competing in that. It's not tomorrow I'm on Good Morning Arizona at 8:15 and 9:15. I'm the new monthly chef that goes in to show Good Morning Arizona recipes. That starts
Awesome.
literally tomorrow.
Right.
Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
Excited.
Thank you. So that starts tomorrow. It's none of that. It's being able to cook and have my family come to the table.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
of
love
course
that.
it
That's
is,
it.
man.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Too much DoorDash, too much Uber Eats,
No.
too much of that stuff. It's so easy. It's so expensive. The kids get it. They go in their room. You don't talk. We solved the world's problem when my dad got home at work, and my dad was a Chicago cop.
Yeah, yeah.
When my dad got home from work, we sat down at 5 o'clock. We ate a meal. We talked about the problems that we had that day, and we solved those problems right there.
Yeah, yeah.
So my crowning achievement is being able to work my corporate life, but at the same time at 5 o'clock when my kids were smaller, we sit down and we have that family meal. That means the most.
I love that, and a shout out to my brother who's a big fan of the show. I know he watches. He's also a very successful businessman in town. He comes home early from work at least 3 times a week, 4 o'clock, and cooks dinner for his family. Just because he's not. I mean, he's just an okay cook. He just enjoys it.
Yes.
All those reasons, he just likes cooking. But it is amazing. I think that's
Did you cook for your family?
here and there.
Growing up?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. No, I'm the
Because
cook.
I'm the chef in our family.
Oh, you are the.
Oh,
okay.
without question.
Yeah,
My
I-
wife will knock out a recipe every day and twice on Sunday. But I'm the kind of guy who's like, I don't know, I'm going to give me this, give me that, and then I'll just go in and
Interesting.
kind of make something
Okay,
happen.
so my wife's the same exact thing. She will cook, but she needs, like, you have a paper in front of you.
Yeah.
This much of this,
Yeah.
this much of that.
She needs that.
I get done with work around 4:30, and I didn't plan anything. It's like almost like I'm on the show,
Yeah.
right? It feeds my competition. All right, I
Go
got
to
some chicken.
Safeway.
Like, I could thaw this out real quick. I got some pasta over here. I could make a sauce out of this, and that's what I usually do.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I love it.
It's like I love it. My grandmother was the Petrozella was my grandma Petrozella was probably one of the best Italian cooks, and people used to say, like, I used to watch her again, like they were the same way. They were just very magical.
Yeah.
They had a lot of their go-tos, but they would make like leftovers. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
I was always
yeah.
certainly when people have that touch, really, it's almost everything you cook is delicious, right? It comes out, everybody's like,
I
oh.
mean, I
They
haven't
sound-
had any complaints.
Yeah,
so.
it sounds-
They keep
sounds like
eating.
it. Yeah.
They keep eating. You got any more softball questions?
Okay, so I got one.
Okay, good.
Okay, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
And then I got a softball too.
If the Academy Awards gave you a trophy for the best home cooked dish, what recipe of yours would take the gold?
Ooh.
Oh, it's got my mom's pasta sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom's pasta
What
sauce.
is it, like a white sauce or red
Marinara?
sauce?
No, it's red. Yeah, it's a red sauce,
it-
but it's one of those that you get on early, and then it just fills the house all day.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Like I say, it fills the house with love all day because every time that you walk in, we're busy, right? The kids are playing sports, and this happens, and blah blah blah, right? We got to go there and do all of these things, but whenever you get home and you go, like that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
mentioned
it.
my grandmother. That was the one thing I miss her most was her pasta sauce. I actually can still taste it. That's been like 30 years.
Yeah.
I can close my eyes. People have tried to match it. They've come close, but they didn't nail it. And so, what do you have a secret ingredient that you could share that you put in?
No, I mean it's like, you know, with the internet, is anything a secret
Right.
now? Like
Yeah,
go to
right.
TikTok and just type in,
well,
Sunday gravy.
Well, here's what I'm saying, Nick. You know what my grandmother's? She calls it a secret. Why everybody loved it? They loved it. It was a little spicier, black pepper. And she went. I mean, when I say she went heavy on the black pepper,
Okay.
folks out there, she went heavy on the black pepper, and everybody thought it was like, is she putting hot peppers in there? It had a little zing, but everybody loved it. That was her. That's what I'm saying. Like, not really a secret.
Yeah. So
But just,
I would say that the secret is time.
time just
They're
making
like,
sure.
because of the rush world that we live in and the instant gratification of the internet, we want it to be done like this, right?
Right.
But when you make a good sauce,
You gotta start in the
time
morning,
is the
yeah.
secret ingredient.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There's been a couple of really big Chicago restaurants that have started to scale on a national level.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them open up down the street, and you can only go to one. Are you driving into the parking lot of Lou Malnati's or Portillo's?
Wow. That's a great question. The answer is 100% not Lou Malnati's.
No.
No, I am driving into Portillo's. Give me a combo, a sausage beef combo dipped with a side of fries and a Diet Coke. Portillo's 100% of the time now. But pizza, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
But on Fridays, if you ever want to meet me, I'm at Vero Pizza on Williams Field and Val Vista. Lou Malnati's, I love you. Gino's East, I love you. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Chicago, I'm sorry. Vero Pizza, which used to be Buddy's.
Nick, Vero is one of the sponsors of this show.
Oh, well, there it is.
I'm
I
saying,
didn't know that.
You don't
But
have
we're
to.
inside Brooklyn
But
Bees.
that's
we're
okay.
walking a fine
Brooklyn-
line.
that's okay.
New York. This is New York, though.
Yeah,
you're
right.
right.
Great pizza
You're right.
for New York.
Brooklyn
Great pizza.
V's.
Yeah.
Brooklyn V's is a sponsor of our
Good
Gilbert
point, good
shows.
point.
Vero is our sponsor of our Awatuki and Tempe shows.
I think Vero Pizza is the best
The
pizza
best.
on planet Earth.
So-
It's not even close.
So
Yeah.
that's and Vero is from
To me.
Vero is from
Me as
Chicago.
well.
You left them out. I was trying to like interrupt you. I'm like Vero.
Yes.
Throwing the
I didn't
friggin-
realize they were from
Yes,
Chicago.
originally from
Yeah.
Chicago.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, Lou Malnati's, you have to give me that. They've been around a little bit
we'll
longer.
Yeah, but guess what? They closed the one on Val Vista and Pecos.
No, they're not.
Gone. No more Lou Malnati's. Going to Vero at 6 o'clock on Friday night.
That's it. Let's
you
hit
can't
Vero.
Sit. You can't sit.
That's
how
what
it is at our
I'm
location,
I'm
too.
at Vero every Friday if I'm in town at 5 o'clock.
Hey, Alex, you see him? Call the rest of your franchisees. Get them all on board. He's our
Seriously.
spokesman.
I should be the spokesman. I'll make a
Vero.
TikTok video
And
for
this
it.
guy's for real.
Yeah.
So good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So good. That makes me so happy. Well, good luck to you, man.
Appreciate
Yes.
it.
And all the great stuff
A lot
moving
of fun.
forward.
A lot of
Thank
fun.
you.
And
Thank you.
and we'll look forward to your 5th return to the
coming
Food
soon.
Network. You
Is
think?
it?
Yeah. I've been in contact with the producer about doing a home barbecue summer
Ooh.
series or a fall series. So
Will
we'll
you
see.
use the sauce?
I'll bring it.
Okay.
If they'll let me put it on TV, I'll bring it.
All right. Thank you.
Where
Nick.
can you find
Really
the sauce?
Appreciate that.
Is it? Can you buy the sauce?
You
Is it
could
online?
just you could message me on Instagram or TikTok, South Chicago
there you
Chef
go.
on both. Yep.
Okay,
All
great.
right, we'll
Yep.
put that in the show notes. Thanks again to Princess and to Meg and, of course, Nick for being our guests this week on our Move the Needle podcast. Thanks to Brooklyn
Great show.
V's for hosting us. Best New York-style pizza.
Yes.
I would say
And
very good.
cheesecake.
Very
yeah,
good.
Yeah. And then, of course, Bella Sett, Tutor Doctor. Good people.
Love them all.
Yeah, love them all. All right, we'll see everybody next week for
Next
episode
week.
number 57 of our Move the Needle podcast.
And a big one, too, with a blood drive.
That's right. That's right. It'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully we get a lot of people out to save some lives, huh?
Absolutely.
All right, enjoy your day. Thanks for watching.